What up? What y'all doing? Not a damn thing. It is the ATL Sports In Game Super Show. This is the Super Bowl pre-game Super Show. Yes, I said it. You can't say it 5 times faster. Before we get to the people in the comment section tonight,
Well,
we're gonna go over. we're going over the cast with my brothers to the left of me. You guys know him as Senator Palpatine. You guys know him as Execute Order 66. Tonight, he's Mad Mike Sports. Mike?
Yeah, and I'm sandwiching right now. I'm sandwiching. Yeah, baby. I'm sandwiching. Sandwiching, baby. Yeah.
Tasting.
That can be a lot of different terminologies.
Sandwich. Use your imagination.
Don't you wish you were sandwiching too?
It depends.
Yeah, baby.
Oh.
Just make sure it isn't freshly squoze.
Just don't use no mayonnaise.
oh wait, oh yeah, let me go get my lemonade. Oh wow, let me go get my. I'm going to get my lemonade here in a little bit. So.
No. I want to see you squeeze it though.
Yeah, no.
I can't squeeze lemonade.
Nope. Down below we have the Silver Fox, the 6-man K Styles. Tonight, he is your narrator for Super Bowl Theater. K Styles.
Cheerio. Would you like some fish and chips, show?
You cold water ready. Cold water ready. Got Coach all choked up.
Okay.
Coach said, shit, I'm about to spit all my stuff out.
Now, we have Coach Unchained from the Coach's Cave. Look at the paraphernalia in the background. It's exciting. It's invigorating. What's up, Coach?
What's up, y'all? Anyway, let's get this thing started, man. Like you said, Super Bowl weekend. I don't give a damn who wins. As long as one person don't win. That's all I'm saying. Oh.
And that
How you get in your hand so fast? I ain't
see, that, my friends, is the Transcontinental K Styles Harmonic Orchestra. You can't say that 5 times fast either.
I can't say that one time, so look.
Well, let's go ahead and get to the people in the chat.
I'm about to say, if I say it one time, you damn sure gonna have some lemonade following that.
We got in pole position. We have engine number 9. We have Miss Maggie T, aka Maggie Fontenot. We have YMOF Jamal, Georgia Texas boy. We have ATL Leo. We have John St. Clair. Nice to see you, John. We have A137 Sauce. Andrew G twice. We've got Fred Bucks. Connie Fisher. Miss Sonia Howell. Brian Peoples. Southside 12. Dre Murphy. And once again, Andrew G. Look at the ATL Leo.
It's this is the lifestyle of the rich and famous.
Yeah, baby. The lifestyle of the rich and famous motherfuckers.
Whoa. What's going on? Y'all these voices, boy, y'all be tripping me out.
Yeah, goddammit. Y'all better get y'all shit together, cause goddamn y'all about to have a show tonight. Ooh, yeah.
But I tell you one thing, and one thing only, is what the hell is we about to talk about right now.
You got a hold of your throat.
Why the hell you sound like you about to shit on yourself?
What
Oh,
we
I said I'm
have
about
here.
to shit, because I'm about to shit on these folks with these topics tonight.
Oh,
That's it.
goddamn. Oh, shit.
Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. You
That was that
have
pimp
there.
classic right there, y'all. Y'all
That's
hear those
what I'm
pimp
talking
talking?
about. You have laid the smacketh down, Mike, and you have get her on the corner, K Styles.
Whoa.
So you better go ahead and have my money. Because if you don't have my money, bitch.
It better have my money too, goddamn. And there better not be no goddamn lemonade, because I don't want no goddamn unscored lemonade.
That may be Pete.
I'm going to see how long I could talk on a show like this.
Don't hurt yourself.
Hey,
Oh,
look.
it
I
don't
don't
hurt
need
at
no
all.
goddamn Jesus, motherfucker. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Wait,
Whoa.
he said what we got a Brit on AFN.
We got a Brit and two pimps on the phone.
Right.
You goddamn right. I had that bitch on the damn sideline. Goddamn. Look. She had toilet people running out of her head. Boy, I finished with her.
He said personal Jesus. Dum, 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 dum. All right, let's go ahead and get on the show.
What the goddamn hell is doom? What the fuck is that shit?
Mike said, I can run this.
It's our favorite acapella. Yes, we sound like we need to detox. We're detoxing off of these teams.
And who the hell is you? Why the hell you start talking like a goddamn brick? What the fuck been going on here?
I am embracing my curly hair side.
Wow.
Oh, goddamn. Oh, shit.
Wait a
He said
minute.
I don't know nothing about that.
You said curly hair or curly fries?
Both of them. Both.
I'm done. What the fuck? The curly fries.
Oh. All right, look, man. The first of the night.
Curly
we got,
fries.
we got who you got? Say it with your chest. Chiefs, 49ers, winner takes all. I'm going to go ahead and go with my brother, Mad Mike, because I'm pretty sure he got something interesting to say about excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh. I thought you just said shit. My bad.
All right. So far we got Chiefs. It's not looking good for yeah.
You passing that around, but you passing that around.
Oh, goddamn. I got the Chiefs, man. But not for the reason why everybody picking them. I just think the Chiefs are a more experienced team, got a better quarterback, and they've been here. Not to say the Niners haven't been there, but like I just think they got a better. I just think they got a better coaching staff, man. Spagnola. And you got Andy Reid, man. Andy Reid is a monster. He gonna have something they haven't seen before, or they've seen it, and teams haven't taken advantage of it early in the game. So I think he got something for him.
Yes. What about you, K Styles?
Oh. Okay. We had to snap out of it right there. Okay. We're back to normal, y'all. All right. Me, I'm going to say Kansas City Chiefs, just on the simple fact that you got the best player in the league on your team. As we already know, and I have a feeling, Kyle Shanahan is about to do some Kyle Shanahan.
Lord have mercy. Almost hawked up a lung there. Mm-hmm.
They had a V8 with that one.
Boy, that almost. Boy, I had to cough up almost had diarrhea right there.
Whoa, whoa.
Jesus. But the 49, but like, let's say it one more time. Let me see. Hold on. Kyle Shanahan is going to do what he normally does.
Mhm.
And that's the one thing I think is going to happen. As we already know, Brock Purdy is getting a lot of scrutiny right now because it's almost like, how dare he be in this position?
Sound like a Matt Ryan hate.
He's right.
So I think what's going to end up happening is San Francisco is going to try to force Brock Purdy to be the savior for the team instead of letting the team be the team. And this is what's going to give Kansas City the edge in this game. That's all I got on
that. What you got, Coach?
Same thing with KCL said. They're going to try to force Brock to be that guy. And the defense going to, like I say, this is my take of this game. This is how I see it. KC receivers have to catch the damn ball. Simple. They have to catch the ball. That can be their winning, or that can cause them to lose the game. Their receivers going to be very important in this game. Because Pat's going to find you. You just got to get them catch the ball.
Right.
But in the side of what's come, CP, what is it? CMC? What they call him? CMC, what they call him? Chris McCaffrey. I don't know that MCC, whatever it is. Him. They have to control him. If he just goes off, it's going to be a crazy game. But I don't see a high-scoring game. I see a very under 20-point win. I'm just saying. I think the defense is going to come to play. Now, I can see some low-scoring what's going because I think they're going to try to control the run game. But I think KC can stop their run game. I actually think they can do that. So they're going to force Purdy to throw the ball, and that can be San Fran's downfall. Especially with Shanahan. Well, we're going to throw the ball. We're going to throw the ball. Going to cause you to lose the game. Because his aggressiveness and his I'm the best. He's going to get out of he's going to do what he did to us. He's going to F up some shit for somebody. trying to be aggressive. That's going to be his problem. He's going to try to be aggressive because he don't know anything about being conservative when it needs to be conservative. He's going to try to take everything for the grain of salt. I'm going to get this man 500 yards. That's what he's going to try to do because he wants him to be the MVP. Because I told you I can do anything with quarterback. So that's going to be his downfall right there. Relying too much on that was it second-year quarterback? How you want to call him? So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna go against Andy Reid. I mean that man proven. Kyle Shanahan is proven to make a mockery out of a game. Andy Reid gonna go ahead and get the win. I'm definitely not betting against Andy Reid. Not at all. I mean, did it last year. Yeah. He did it last year. I mean, this is practice for him.
Practice.
And like I said in my last show, no matter who wins this game, they can be part of history.
Right.
I'm just saying.
I agree with that one.
Whichever quarterback wins this game will be part of history. And I think K. Sal said something early in the week about the NFL and Brock Purdy win. And if Brock Purdy win, like he said, quarterbacks, y'all might well start losing some money because they ain't going to pay y'all that much money. I hate to say that because we got this man the last pick of the draft. He won the Super Bowl. You guys don't deserve that. I can go get me a guy in the fifth round and do the same thing you guys did. So that's what
I mean, Coach, are you saying that it's going to forever kill the first round pick narrative?
Quarterback.
Yeah. So for those that don't know what Coach is speaking on, and what Wanda's speaking on is the NFL and the NFL narrative needs Kansas City to win this game.
Absolutely. For all you, hey, we got to get a quarterback in the first because he's gonna make us great. No. Mm-mm. Won't be none of that. Won't be none of that.
Build the team first, y'all.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, I guess this segues into the next topic because we've already talked about it. I guess we'll, Coach says no. K Styles says no. Pretty much Mike says no. So, chat, what say you? Do you think Shanahan can pull off an upset against Andy Reid? Or will
They're
Andy
favorite,
Reid,
though. San Fran's favorite now. By 1.5.
Oh, they done changed it. It went from 2.5 to 1.5 now.
Yeah, I just seen it this morning. Well, just before I came on the show. 1.5, 47.5 points.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
So
I mean,
so
go
Kansas City would be the upset if they win, based on those odds.
Correcto.
All right, my bad. Well, go ahead.
That's what I say.
You know what, K Styles? You actually brought up a good. You bringing up a good question. What are they going by that's giving them the better odds? What are they basing that off of?
Experience.
I don't know about experience.
Well, 1 point is not even a win. 1 point is a pick 'em to me. Anything less than 2.5 points is a pick 'em because that's a field goal, no matter how you look at it. So my prediction is whoever had the ball last win the game. That's why I said it'll be a low scoring game. Because you can't win by 1.5 points. That means for San Francisco to win, for anybody to get paid, this is a Vegas thing. For anybody to get paid, San Francisco got to win by 2 points. You can't win by 1.5 points. You can't win by 1.5. That's not even mathematical.
Right.
So, Coach, what you're saying is this really ain't about the Super Bowl. This about Vegas.
Of course.
Ooh.
It's always about Vegas around this time.
What they playing at? It's definitely about Vegas now.
Right.
I had a homeboy who's a Frisco fan. He took off the week because he going down there. I don't know if he's going to the game now, but he went down there. He took off he been out there the whole week. I hope they lose because after he come back here, he gonna be crying. He made it for 2 weeks.
Dre Murphy talking about hell no to the no shocking and can't pull off no damn upset. More likely to get upset. Damn it.
They shouldn't have been in that position. They shouldn't have been that. They shouldn't have even been in this game. I hate to say they shouldn't have been in this game.
Yeah.
But they got there. I can't take that away from them. They
You have no problem. You have no control over who wets the bed in the championship game.
Shit. Yeah. It wasn't that wet. That was the stink.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
Right. Now, y'all notice we into the show, and I know these topics is they up in here. I'm gonna pull out one though because this right here is probably gonna be one of our biggest ones right here, and that's this: Purdy versus Mahomes. The narrative wants to know because this right here, like K Style said, this game hinges on whether or not the first round draft pick quarterback narrative is going to stick. And that will have a big impact because who do we have coming up in the draft?
Fingernails.
Cody Crybaby.
But isn't that interesting about that though? Nobody wanted. Isn't that weird?
Right.
That is
Right.
strange. Nobody actually had pounding for Caleb Wayne.
What the
Actually,
only
I don't hear really nobody pounding for none of these quarterbacks. Technically, you don't hear that big quarterback talk. We know there's 1, 2, 3. They talk about quarterbacks, but nobody's really pounding that they want a quarterback. These not these guys anyway. We know who's 1, 2, and 3 as in the rankings, but nobody's like, I want this guy, which is very strange.
well, see, one of those things too, coach. You got to look at it. Who is out front right now? Who's been making the headlines? It ain't quarterbacks.
Rocky,
You got him and McClunky. Them two
Rocky,
right. Them,
Rocky.
them, them two right now out front. If you technically look at it, I ain't
Well,
seeing. I'm not seeing a whole bunch of Caleb Williams highlights. I ain't seen a whole bunch of Drake made. None of that. Yeah, I'm not. How many, when is the last time you seen them really talking about Michael Peters?
They hiding him.
I told y'all. Look, I've been telling y'all about these damn quarterbacks. Nobody will listen to me. Nobody will listen to me. I'm just a hater. Oh, Mike, you just a hater. You just hated the young black quarterback. You hating on the young people. You hating. Ain't nobody
Shout out
talking
to
about. Ain't nobody. This quarterback class goes. Look, it's coaching. All right, it's coaching. It goes down all to coaching. The coaching is freaking pitiful. It's disgustingly bad. It's disgustingly bad. All these damn coaches trying to put in a system that they want to see instead of building these up players up the proper way. That's what the fuck is wrong. We say this time and time again. They so focus on the system that they totally neglect building these quarterbacks the problem. All right? I just keep that real.
When did
Hey,
Washington?
go to hell, John.
Hey, when did Washington pick? Are they 2 or 3?
they number 2.
So,
No.
well, they're 2 or
Yeah,
3.
they number 2. They number
So
2.
this is something that just happened recently. You guys, Cliff Kingsbury.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
He coached who? Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams.
I gotta be right back, y'all. I will be right back. I need to read something. I just got a message. I just hold on. I'll be right back.
But I want to go ahead and I want to give a shout out to D Sloan in here, man. Like I said,
Yes,
that's
sir.
that's one of our loyal ones. Shout out to him, and y'all definitely make sure y'all check out Wife's Catering Business. Hey D, tell Coco we said what's up,
Yes, sir.
and
But
hopefully both of y'all are doing good right now. Hope you and your family, man.
yeah.
Go ahead, man.
So I know we got all this nice Super Bowl talk and everything like that, but because you know how we do over here at AFN and everything, we're gonna talk about some stuff that maybe y'all saw because the smoking guns seem to have fallen out of Arthur Blank's pocket.
Mm.
K Styles and Coach, y'all remember seeing an article today via one of our very good friends, Tori McElhaney, as well as Arthur Blank's little
Uh,
video conference.
I'm unfamiliar. Please do tell.
Okay. Well, people today, if you haven't seen, Tori put out an article and Arthur explaining
Mm.
the Rich McKay situation, Terry Fontenot situation, Bill Belichick situation. And what I found so intriguing is that you media pundits and content creators have put out lies before the truth comes out that, oh, dare I say it, if Bill Belichick had to come to the Falcons, that Terry Fontenot would be out the door. Incorrect. That's Bill Belichick. If he had to come here, he would take over. Incorrect.
Wow.
Seems that we heard it from Sir Arthur Blank's mouth. K-Styles, would you like to elaborate, old chap?
So that's first of all, that's kind of interesting that Arthur Blank will have a statement on that right after the situation came out. After he's already settled his situation with Raheem Morris and the coaching staff we do have now. I find that very interesting.
In other words, that's what he said. He didn't say it like that, but yeah. You said you're fucking bullshit.
Right.
He did say it, but it just came out very rich.
That Arthur has been on a warpath with these guys in the media. It's just a bunch of fucking liars at the end of the day. All right. He basically came out and said, y'all full of shit. That's not what happened. All right. So ESPN and all these guys that claim to have sources and inside sources, that never happened. All right. At the end of the day, they made the decision to go with somebody that they trusted. No, just to be honest, that's all it is. It was more so of a, and this is just my opinion. I think that this just came down to, they building for the future. I think that's what it just come down to. Like Bill was gonna be here less than 5 years, and I think they didn't want that. They wanted a guy that's gonna be here for 5 years plus. Like I said, I don't want to have to say this, but it's when you get in your 80s, man, you just never know how long you have. So I think this is one of those moves.
Right.
But
It just made sense.
And yeah, and the intriguing thing about it is because Tori had a show on today, on earlier, and they were talking about how when Raheem got there, the whole atmosphere changed. Like to hear Terry Fontenot being so, like, I ain't never heard Terry be like, "Hey man, where you going? You going such and such? Hey man, wait up for me." You have never seen a head coach be embraced the way he has. I mean, at least I have not. You know what I'm saying? I know people, they had some semblance for Mike Smith. They had a little bit of semblance for Jim Moore Jr. But to see the way they embrace this man, to see what his impact he's had already on the team, like you don't find that very often. And what they said about Raheem to back up, everything Arthur was talking about, he said he admitted that he said 2016 stung. He said basically I took that personally. And this man is looking to get redemption, not only for himself, not only for the team, but for the city. So this man has already he had 2016 on his mind after he won. He was a part of those 2 Super Bowl wins. He was talking about coming back to Atlanta to bring a Lombardi here while he was in another city, being a part of a win.
But that does kind of make sense too, for the simple fact that now he'll be coming into a situation, as I always said before, this is your quote, Juan. He doesn't have to do any heavy lifting.
That part right there.
See, like I said, this would have been a different situation. Now, let me ask y'all this question: if this would have happened in 2021,
Ooh.
Do you think the fanfare would have been the same?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It would have been far more skepticism.
They would have probably been cussing. Like, why you hiring him? He just left. What's going?
Mm-hmm. Because what it would have looked like was, oh, Raheem went away from the Falcons. He was in a rough situation. He went away from the Falcons. He supposedly went out and got some experience. Now he getting dumped right back into a bad situation.
Right.
And
So
they would have equated that to just a repeat of 2016.
yeah, because the reason why I'm asking this too is the embrace more so because the team is on the cusp of being great? No. I take that back. Is it the embrace of Raheem Morris, the head coach, or the simple fact that the team is already on the cusp of being great? That's the question you have to ask about it. That's why I asked let's say if they would have took that interim head coach tag off of him after the 2020 season.
Oh. Chauncey, I'm gonna need you.
Boy, that was a computer fart right there.
Yeah, Chauncey, I'm gonna need you to knock Dirk Cutter out your car.
Go back out and come back in.
But yeah, that's why I asked the question. If they would have took the interim tag off of him in 2020, do you think he would have got that same fanfare like he's getting now? Because remember, after 2020, that's where this team was at its lowest point, not only financially, but team structurally wise.
You know what? I believe, to be honest with you, that interim head coach kind of actually buffered him just a little bit, because you got to think about it. They're looking at him and saying, okay, you're an interim head coach, so that means you really ain't, you just a head coach on paper. You really ain't got no goings on with the team like people think you do. So it kind of shielded him from all of the criticism, because it's like, man, they just did that just to make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? But if they would have gave him that, he would have caught all of the flack for everything that went wrong. That not only the mistakes he made, but he'd have had to take on everybody else's stuff. So I think that interim head coach kind of gave him a little buffer, like, all right, ain't nobody taking Raheem Morris seriously. He did what he did. He filled the spot. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? But it gave him the opportunity to go somewhere else, actually learn and hone his craft. And now he come back and be like, okay, yeah, let me see what I can really do being a full-fledged head coach of this team.
But look at that season also, 2020. He went 4-0 when he first came in and took over, right?
Right.
What happened in the year? Injuries, guys.
Yeah.
We had a lot of injuries. So he was working with a Dan Quinn, Thomas and Mitchell team. And he had, like I said, after that fourth game, I can't remember who got hurt. There were several guys who was key got hurt. You got to realize who we had for running back. We had what's that big one name? Georgia kid. What's the running back name?
Todd Gurley.
That was your running back.
Then you had a tiptoe burglar too.
What? No, he didn't. No, tip burglar came. He came with
2021.
21 with Smith.
Okay.
So, what did he really have to work with? That team, that was probably worse than the team he had in Tampa Bay. I'm just saying.
Right,
man.
And think about it, Matt Ryan still put up some decent numbers that year too. Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
We could throw the ball, but we couldn't run the ball, and that's been our problem. We couldn't run the ball that year.
Right. Actually, we couldn't run the ball for the next couple years at that.
Yeah, we threw that 2020. I think Matt Ryan threw a lot of passes that year, a whole bunch of passes that year.
Right. But yeah, I think kind of agreeing on you at that point. I don't think, and I'm not saying that he was ready to be a head coach, but I'm just looking at the team, where the team situation is. Would it have been the same fanfare? And I kind of agree with Juan on this one. Is around that time, if they would have took the interim tag off of him at that time, he wouldn't have
Oof.
got as much of the fanfare because, like you said, the team was at a bad state as it was. Like you said, you
Mhm.
couldn't run the football. You had no money.
Mm.
Most of your team was undrafted free agents and dudes working at Checkers and Chick-fil-A
Mm.
and stuff.
Right.
The defense was one of the worst in the league.
I gotta taste my Chick-fil-A burger now.
hey,
I do, bro.
But
I want some Chick-fil-A in my damn self.
I
Like
do
that do
for real.
sound good.
hey,
I'm
but
gonna get Chick-fil-A for the show.
but like with Raheem Morris, this is definitely a good opportunity for him. This is his redemption tour right now in Atlanta. He's looking to redeem 2016.
right, right. And before we get to that Emerald Night, man, hey, appreciate you, man. Like you said, thanks for tuning in. Hey, like, hey, look, we just shooting the shit, man. We just, coming up
This
with some
man,
stuff. But on this topic, Mike came up with a very interesting scenario because aside from, you know, the uh the plus of being Raheem being our head coach,
did you decide yet?
what Arthur Blank saying about this team and everything like that and what we've known, it doesn't bode well for Arthur Smith as the head coach. And Mike, you brought up an interesting interesting, I would say, topic this afternoon about this not looking well for Arthur. But before you get to that, man, I want to get to this $20. Appreciate you, Emerald Knight. For that super chat. He said, "Thank you guys for always putting out a good show. Have a good Super Bowl weekend." Hey, man, appreciate you, man. I hope you and your family watching the Super Bowl and your friends enjoy it, having a safe, good time, man. Hey, appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you also tune in, for the bird feeder as well as, you know, the show with Magnus,
Regulators.
regulators. But yes, sir, we gonna get right to that. But yeah, Mike, throw out that topic you had, man, because that's very interesting, bro. I really want the people to know about that.
I forgot what. Hold on, say that again because I forgot what it was.
We
You
remember we were talking about, we were looking at all of the stuff that was coming out, and we were talking about Tori McElhaney, and you came up with the topic. You was like, bruh, all of this stuff we're seeing now with this information coming out, it is not making Arthur Smith's case as a head coach here any
all right?
better.
So yeah, I figured you was saying that. Anytime you hear from an owner that comes out and state that it wasn't necessarily, and I put the video out earlier today. Um, it did not make not only Arthur. So I don't want to make Arthur seem like he was the only guy, but there's two guys on that team that's like you on the offensive side of the ball. It's like it did not make them look good at all. When you have a statement that basically says that most of the offensive guys or just most of the coaches that they interview all said it's like they kind of paraphrasing, it did not make the quarterback, and he specifically highlighted the quarterback position as far as um like I said, let me get this quote again. Um and I think all right, so is it the coaching candidates, all right, the coaching candidates view of the team's QBs didn't describe it as anything other than a position that needs work, and that's being kind.
Ooh.
Okay, let me read that again. Okay, the coaching candidates. So all the coaches that they brought in for interviews and whatnot, these guys all stated that. All right, and a lot of them said, you know, I'm positive they said some pretty disgusting things about just the quarterback and how they were prepared. But they said again, review the team's QBs. They didn't describe it as anything other than a position that needs work, and that's being kind. He then
Yeah.
went on and said, it's not necessarily an indictment on the players themselves, but includes the positions they were put in, coaching or the lack thereof that they were receiving. So a lot of this, in essence, when you look at it, it's just like I'm gonna just say this, man. Like I don't think again, I still don't think Arthur Smith is a bad play caller, but he obviously doesn't need to be. Um, I don't think he needs to be the smartest guy in the room anymore. I think that's the biggest thing. He's a hell of an offensive coordinator. He's a hell of a play caller. But when he comes up with the game plans, when he's in charge of developing players, some guys are just better off calling plays. And I think he's that guy. Because you don't become an offensive coordinator for one of the most brilliant organizations in just football history with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So he does have talent, but like if you putting him in charge of everything and there's not an overseer, Arthur's gonna run that shit into the ground. Um, that's just the way I see it. He doesn't need to be the smartest guy in the room. And like I said, that's not an indictment him being a bad coach. It's just some guys are just bad leaders.
He's like a molar as a head coach. He just
Mhm.
picks everything.
Like everything got to be a specific way with him.
And and kind of going off of that quote too, and I saw the comment up there earlier. Also, did y'all hear what Bijan Robinson said about the coaching change in itself?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Tell
I
him.
didn't.
So it's pretty much what he was saying. Like it was a need.
Oh.
It was a need.
Oh, so hold on. Whoa. Say that again.
Bijan said they're in a better spot now since Raheem's there than they was when since
Oh.
Motherfucker ain't even played. He ain't even coached him yet. Damn. I guess
That-
it. Look, I think what it came down to, man. Like when you look at what Arthur stated, like how, and it's something that we kind of knew, and I think it really came down. This is where it came. Uh, I think this is where it came, and when it took a turn, is that Tampa Bay game where he did not play Bijan Robinson early. I think that really kind of turned the page, and then you turn around and look at and this is something that Terrence and a few other reporters pretty much say they believed in Des Ridder in regards to the team. They believed him, but a lot of coaches think that they were just put in bad positions. And I think he's a brilliant play caller, but that some bitch believed in Dave Ragone for whatever reason. This dude has never done anything, and you got him in control of your game plans. I think that's where he really messed up. When you got a guy that hasn't had any success, and let's keep that real, Dave Ragone has had zero success as an offensive coordinator.
Do I need to bring up?
Go. Yes, you do. Go ahead. He's had no success.
Okay, let's see. Coaching history. All right, let's see. Records as a coach, as an offensive coordinator. No coaching history. Let's see. And if y'all watched the Monday show, I didn't really get into it. But when we talked about Dave Ragone, the only quarterbacks that he's ever worked with as a coach in itself was Jake Locker. I'm talking about young quarterbacks. Jake Locker and Mitchell Trubisky.
got that man neck broke.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like Go ahead.
This was before he became the. Cause remember, the only
Mm-hmm.
time he was an offensive coordinator was his final year in Chicago.
So,
No, he wasn't an offensive coordinator. He was a passing game coordinator.
so David Gone was in Tennessee with Arthur Smith then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But he was
Now,
okay. Okay.
But he was the quarterbacks coach and the wide receivers coach at Tennessee.
Oh.
now, now, with that being said, and what Mike's saying that, I said this before when we were talking about when everybody was in an
Oh
uproar over Chris.
wow. Wow. It just
Well,
clicked. K Styles, what you just say about Dave Ragone and his positions? You said
Okay.
he was a
In Tennessee, he was a wide receivers coach, quarterbacks coach. Washington, he was the offensive quality control specialist. And in Chicago, he was the quarterbacks coach. And his first quarterback he worked with in Chicago, I think, was Mitchell Trubisky.
mm-hmm. And he was the what there?
And then his last season in Chicago, he was the passing game coordinator.
Ding 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 ding. You remember when
So he was
what
with Justice Field then.
no. Hold on. Let me get there. You remember when Terrence uh Kurt Warner as well as JT O'Sullivan said these passing concepts didn't make sense.
yes,
There we
You
go.
see
yes,
where I'm going? The
yes,
passing concepts did not make sense.
Mike.
Terrence Mathis said that, Kurt Warner said that, and JT O'Sullivan all said the exact same thing, that the passing concept didn't make. We know that Arthur is not a passing game coordinator, nor has he even nor that he even coached quarterbacks. All right. Yeah, you can have your hands on as far as like what you want your quarterbacks to do, fundamentals and that thing. I don't think he lacks that, but like when you putting together passing concepts and things of that nature, that's not necessarily his strength. It's never been something he's been good at. So I think when you look at
Mm,
and why Dave Ragone is no like I don't think he's with any team. I haven't heard anyone picked him up, but he is the guy, and we know for sure that he was the guy putting the passing concepts up, putting together. Because one thing happened during the season when they were struggling offensively with the passing game, he didn't take his passing he didn't play calling away. What did he do, Coach? To Dave Ragone.
He put his ass up in the booth.
His ass in the booth.
Exactly. So he can try to quote unquote fix the passing game. So again, this is why I say this is why coaches have to have a ton of guys on staff that know what the hell they're doing. Because if you're the smartest guy in the room, you're gonna be looking. This is why you see Arthur Smith on the sideline. You know, he looking at that play sheet like, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? He looked lost.
Let me do it right.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not his strength.
Looking like he's looking at a Waffle House. Yeah,
That's what he was
looking
relying
like he's looking
on.
at a Waffle House menu. Yeah.
So
He was relying on a guy
Mike,
that's not even qualified.
So, Mike, in other words, what you're saying is where both of these scenarios was a 1-2 punch. You had, in my opinion, Arthur Smith creating an atmosphere of, I really don't know what I'm doing, but y'all better do y'all job or y'all gone. So now you got a what they call pensive type atmosphere where people are scared to make a mistake. All the while, you got Dave Ragone not being able to get the passing game right. In
Mm-hmm.
which now you have ultimately put Desmond Ritter in a bad position or bad positions because what did they clown him on? They clowned him on throwing. Then on top of that, you put Taylor Heineke in bad positions. Okay, now Arthur Smith didn't stick to the run game like K-Style said and had Ritter moving in the pocket. So a lot of times Dave Ragone had players going laterally. He had Desmond Ritter throwing the ball in wrong areas, and Arthur Smith was just like, "Well, let's put it together and see if it looked good."
Because the problem was with the concepts of the offenses were it's they weren't using the skill players to their best usages. This is why you didn't really see a lot of the combination of Bijan and Tyler and CP. This is why you saw them using Drake London and Kyle Pitts as clear routes when you literally got Scotty Miller and you got Van Jefferson, who you brought these guys in to be clear route wide receivers.
Okay.
You're running possession routes with Van Jefferson, which led to multiple interceptions thrown this year.
Mm-hmm. And on top of that, you have a positionless football setup without an identity. And one thing about a team, and coach can verify this by being in the military, if you don't have an identity and stuff goes bad, nobody knows what they are or what to do.
People gonna die.
And confused people do nothing.
That's simple.
So if coach and his platoon is on the field and they're getting hammered and they don't know they're the Army, guess what? They don't know what to do. They don't know whether we clean it up or we take it right. They don't know what to do. They just like, well, we need to protect ourselves because it's some bullshit.
They over there.
He could have.
You know what I'm saying? So
He could have saved his
11
job.
men on the field. Yeah.
He was,
got 11 men
his
on the
Arthur
field
Smith's
that don't
problem
know what
was
they're doing.
he was too loyal.
Yeah.
That was one of his problems. He was too loyal. Because Dave Ragone should have been going last year.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Mike, what did we say? And the thing y'all got to understand is this: for a rookie quarterback, you cannot be predictable. That's the same thing they got. That's the same thing that got Bryce Young's season ended. They were predictable.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew on first down, second down, Bijan is going to the right or to the left, then he's going vertical. And they knew, well, we're going to make Ritter stand in the pocket. So they knew where Ritter was going to be, and they knew what Bijan was going to be. Guess what they did? They blew up Dahlman, and they put somebody on Bijan. Now we on third down, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 21, 3rd and stands.
Mike said something earlier about being a head coach. Head coaching is hard. I'm gonna tell you, it's hard. So you're responsible for more than play calling. You're responsible for the whole team, and trying to call plays and controlling your whole team. That shit could be head banging, man. That shit, it ain't fun.
Coach, one of the things, and I'm gonna just put my leader hat on right now. I'm gonna put it on right now for myself and Miss Maggie, K-Style, Dunn, and we've over the years, man, we've had well over 30, 40 people, close to 40 people that came in and out of AFN. All right, a lot of people that came out. And one of the things that, for me personally, that I've always struggled with is not cussing everybody the fuck out. I really do like cussing people the fuck out. I really do. I mean, look, I get a tingle in my loins. I really do get a tingle in my loins by cussing people out. Okay, I really do like it. But it's not a strategy that's going to keep the entire team. You got to understand everybody's personality. K Styles is more of he's a host. All right, he's a host. Everything runs smoothly with K Styles and Juan. All right, look. Look. I've done it, and I'm pretty good at being a host, but I know K Styles is better. I know Juan is better than I am at Magnus. Those guys are natural hosts. So you got to understand everybody's personality. You got to understand what everybody's skill set, what they're good at. Sometimes I'm the leader. I'm the energy guy. And then you got Jew. Jew is a guy like he just look. That boy is a professor. We call him the preacher, not because he actually is a preacher, but that boy can go.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he can make it say, "Amen, Lord, thank you, Jesus." Like Jew get you fired up. So, coach, we put him in positions where he can just be the strategist, and it's like, hey, look, make you think about this and think about that. OG Sam, OG Chauncey, like you can put these guys in position to be the historians, and you got to understand where and where they shine and learn how to set them up. This is what Maggie and I do. This is what K Styles and Warren we do. We learn each other's strengths, weaknesses, and learn how to put them in position. And I'm telling you, man. And like sometimes I put my foot down, and me and Maggie, we get at it. All right, where to the point. Look, I'm saying fuck you. I'm saying fuck you. She ain't saying fuck you. K-Style saying shut the fuck up, both of y'all. One say, hey, relax. I mean, it's a damn mess sometimes. But this is what being a head coach is about. You got to understand which player can take that heat. A Grady Jarrett, where you going to put a Grady Jarrett at? Because, look, you can scream, and you don't have to say much to a Grady Jarrett. You put him on the damn field, he ready to go. You know, with a guy like Bijan Robinson, he's a naturally gifted person. So you don't really have to draw up a bunch of, elaborate plays for him and all this type of stuff. Kyle Pitts, we see he's more of a guy that needs to be motivated. You got to call specific plays for him. Like, you got to understand all of these guys' strengths and weaknesses. And this is the thing with being a leader, man. This shit is not for the faint hearted, bro. Like, you have to understand. And look, this is why I read hell a lot of psychology books, because this is something that you have to understand. So, fuck you, ATL Leo. Fuck you, okay?
Well, look, man, let's go ahead and get to this $5 from Terry Lloyd. He said all Arthur Smith had to do was use Marcus Mariota playbook of running the ball.
Mike Mularkey. I think that was Mike Mularkey.
Mike, yeah.
No,
okay, all right. Yeah, all right, Mike Mularkey. Okay. Playbook of running the ball and moving.
No, he talking about the play calling for Marcus Mariota. That's what he talking about.
From 2022. Okay, yeah. All right, look. But see, this is what K-Style said, though, and this is why I say I appreciate you, Terry Lloyd, for the $5. He said for the QB Desmond Ridder, but completely changed it. K-Styles went back and did some film study and came to us and said, hey, guys, look, in 2022, the reason why Desmond Ridder had them successful games was the fact that Arthur Smith already know he was leaning heavy on the run game. But when he looked at Desmond Ridder as being a guy that could do good on the run, he moved Desmond Ridder in the pocket. He moved the pocket with him. They didn't make him stationary. K-Styles pointed that out. And as you looked at it, as you look at all of the games Desmond Ridder was doing good in, they moved the pocket. They moved the pocket. That meant because Desmond Ridder, one thing I give him credit, every time he scrambled, he always looked downfield to make a play. Whether he got it right or wrong, he looked downfield to make a play. Plus, when he got out into open space, he was moving vertically so he could try to go for a first down. He wasn't running sideline to sideline.
See, but here's the thing, though. I got a treat for y'all. I found the Dave Ragone playbook.
No.
Oh my God. You better not do this. Wow. You better not do. I knew you were
something. Did you just bring up Coach Tecmo Bowl?
You ought to be ashamed.
All he had to do is flip it. All he had to do was flip it, because every damn thing is on the right side of the damn field.
Hey, now, I know y'all been seeing the sign sitting here. Chauncey, are you there? Did you get Dirt Cutter out of your truck? OG.
Let's bow our heads and pray.
What's going on, OG?
Hey, man, I'm just sitting back listening, man. I absorbing all this knowledge. I want to piggyback on something Mike said, and Coach knows this. It's simply what Mike said in layman's terms. It's a coach's job to put his players in a position to succeed and not in a position to fail. That's where Arthur went wrong at. But somewhere between 2022 and 2023, he lost his mojo. He had his mojo working them last 7 to 8 games of 2022, and I don't I don't understand why. I got an idea. We talk about it in chat a lot, but I'm not gonna bust y'all down with any conspiracy theories. But he kind of really, in K Styles, please forgive me. Y'all know what he did? Now, K Styles,
What he do?
you can do all. What did he do?
He pretty much, well, you gotta pretty much say he sabotaged.
Now, K Styles, I need you. Video,
Oh, hold
The
on, hold on, hold
song.
on. He said, oh, you did it to
to himself, man.
yourself.
He did it to
Surprise,
himself.
surprise.
I mean, but that was a good analogy about Mike. You got to know each one of your individual's strengths. I'm more of a when it comes to coaching, I'm more of a baseball guy, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, I coach pitchers and catchers. I know which catcher is the best at calling the baseball game. I know which catcher got the better arm. I know which catcher that really can't catch a cold butt naked in December, but he can hit that song bitch to the moon.
Right.
There you go.
And and so I know when to use these guys at what points in the game. I know if we go up on a baseball team that's some batting cage junkies, I'm not finna throw my fastball guy at them. I'm gonna throw my off speed guy at them because they sitting up there with their feet dug into the damn dirt and they swinging damn near separating their shoulder. But in all actuality, they can't hit a parked car. But
Set on red. That's what they doing. Sitting on red.
yeah, but hopefully, man, I know I came in on the last end of this, but hopefully, brother Raheem get his mojo going. And when he do, don't fucking deviate from it, man.
That
Stick
part.
with what the fuck is working.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pay attention to the noise. Because Arthur Smith claimed he wasn't paying attention to the noise, but in all actuality, in the final analysis, he did.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He
Right.
succumbed to the pressure.
Hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
however you want to see it, I say he succumbed to the pressure of trying to force feed. And please understand what I mean when I say force feed Bijan Robinson. By the way, shout out to Bijan Robinson. He went for almost 1,500 all-purpose yards. But
Right.
believe it or not, he could have probably got more if we force fed him less.
Mm. Mm.
That make any sense?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Most
Oh yeah.
definitely.
Oh, OG, and I'm gonna piggyback off of that, and we're gonna start to wind it down.
Go
The
ahead. Go
thing
ahead.
the
I'm
thing that y'all gotta pay close attention to with Raheem, and I've said this, when they asked Terry Fontenot and they asked Raheem about who were the players that stood out to you, and he said Bijan Robinson and Drake London, it wasn't because their names popped up the most. It's because Raheem Morris had been in systems, but had been in a system lately where they had playmakers, and Raheem called out playmakers, regardless to how they got the plays, regardless to how what I'm saying they transitioned throughout the year. They were playmakers, and you notice nobody has said anything about, well, Raheem, what you think about Ritter? He hasn't studied Ritter yet. He hasn't studied certain players. Raheem's going to go and study players that he really doesn't have a familiarity with personally. And he's going to look, because when they mentioned it in the first 5 minutes of the press conference, when he named the greats, and then he said stuff that's unseen, we're going to go look at college and stuff like that. He's letting you know before I come out my mouth and say, we're going to get rid of this guy and we're going to keep this guy, I'm going to do my due diligence. Why? I need to know, like Mike said, what strengths and weaknesses my players have right now. I need to know what you need to work on, and I need to know what you're good at. Hence the reason why we got a quarterback coach, and I think we got an assistant quarterback coach. Why? Because he's going to see, can I work with this young man before we go to the draft? Can I work with this young man before we go to free agency? If it's yes, we're going to cut the money. We'll work with him. We'll add something to that. If not, we'll cut him.
I think it's important to add also that Arthur stated in his press conference that no decision has been made as far as where they're going with the quarterback position. I think that's very important because if you haven't made a decision, I hate to say it, on whether or not you're gonna draft a guy, are you gonna trade up, are you gonna get something in free agency? I hate to burst your bubble, but I'm gonna pull it out, whip it out, and put it on your forehead. Okay, but put it on your forehead because that thing. This is a huge announcement. It's pretty damn big. All right, it's as big as $40 can get me. If a plan hasn't been made already, I'm sorry, you Justin Fields guys. This is not a good sign. This is not a good sign. If something has not been talked about and made a decision hasn't been made, I hate to tell you, but open up, open your mouth, stick your tongue out, okay? Stick your tongue out and say, because that's the closest you're going to go get to it, okay? That's the closest you go get. Is saying, okay? That's the closest y'all gonna get to it. Is imagining it. That's the closest you gonna get is to imagine it. Look, it's not gonna come nowhere near it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
Said man.
Mayonnaise. You just gotta end it with mayonnaise.
Oh gosh.
That's why I eat mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad, y'all. When I showed y'all the,
I did not say any bad words. I was just very graphic. Thank you, sir.
Look. I'm about to say, my bad, y'all. That was that when I showed y'all the Dave Ragone playbook. That was one part of it.
Oh hell.
That's page 3.
That's more like it right there. That's more like it.
Hey, that's 7 on 7.
Right.
That's what it looks like.
It look like it, coach. It look like it.
Hey, coach, look at it. They got V formation. they got sideline bust. They got backward scrimmage.
There's that motion, man. There it is.
There you go.
This ain't true at all. Okay, this right here, this is not true at all. You can't believe that if a plan was established, the organization would actually reveal it. That's not true at all because all you got to do is look at the coaching staff. The coaching staff, they brought in a bunch of quarterbacks. Okay, they brought in a bunch of Zach Robinson is his job is to do what? Develop a passing game.
Right.
They kept TJ Yates. They brought in two other guys that specifically their job is development of a quarterback. So
DJ Williams, aka
DJ,
the son
right?
of the legend, Doug
Doug
Williams.
Williamson.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So
Now, and to piggyback off what Mike said, now you got to understand continuity and familiarity of the player is less work because remember, if we're pointing at Ritter, he's already had his first full 17 game season, cobbled between 2 years, which means that he's kind of played on two different teams too, because some of the players were rotated out. So he's had 2022 and 2023, couple of different players. They know him. TJ Yates knows him because he's seen him on the team long enough. So that transition from where he was to quarterbacks coach, he can sit Ritter down and go over the film for the season and say, this is where you messed up at. This is what you should have did. This is what we're going to work on.
somebody made a excellent point too that you can't keep uh, a guy like Matthew Stafford out of it because for one, he's from they're here. Matt Ryan, those guys are very good friends,
Best friends, actually.
Yep.
best friends. So I'm not saying that Stafford is going to be here or I'm not saying that at all. But I think when you look at it and look at where the Falcons are right now, they're not in position they can financially commit to a quarterback that needs to be paid or is about to be paid. And then they have to make that decision in the next year or so. I think that's the thing is. It's like I said, anything can happen. The only way that I see a Justin Fields coming to Atlanta is they got to get him for extremely cheap. And I'm talking about like a fifth rounder, couple fifth rounders, maybe a fourth rounder, a fifth rounder this year and a fourth to third next year. That's a conditional. That's the only way I see that happening because what you don't want to do is give up your second, third, first rounders for him, and then you have to, commit to him financially. Because if you're going to commit to a guy financially, you got to have a backup plan, and that backup plan is always a draft picks. So you're not going to give up first, second, third rounders for a guy that you have to make a financial commitment now. It's just like I said in baseball. It's the same thing in baseball, and I know this is what the Braves did with Ronald Acuna. The smartest thing to do with these young kids is give them $15 million right off the rip. Give them $15 million right off the rip. All right, so he can spend as much time that he can in the minors, and then when he get in the majors, he's still on that minor league contract. And then once he proved that he can be there, you go ahead and give him $100 million like they did, $125 million like they did Ron Acuna, and then he can play with him for the next 5-6 years, and then once that up, you give him another $150-200 million. So it's you have to have a plan with these guys instead of just all right. This is why a lot of organizations get in trouble because y'all make rush decisions and now you stuck. This is what happening to the Broncos. They mortgage all their future just so they can get Russell Wilson. And there's no indictment on Russell Wilson. It was just a dumb plan because they didn't think it out.
Mm-hmm. And y'all got to understand something. Like I said, Raheem wants playmakers. And if Raheem is in a win now mode, if Arthur Blank is in a win now mode, if Terry Fontenot's in a win now mode, chances are you're not going to get a quarterback in here, especially if you're trying to go after a veteran that hasn't won anything. I'm just going to be honest with you. We put this together technically. If you want to look at it, he has already experienced winning 2 Super Bowls with quarterbacks that made plays. You don't have to like him, but that's where he worked with. So I don't think he's gonna put a quarterback that haven't won anything in front as a veteran in front of a quarterback if that hasn't really won anything like that anyway. It makes no sense. And Mike is right. You're gonna invest that kind of money into somebody who hasn't proven themselves. You're gonna go with more of a proven candidate.
These guys said something in this press conference that I don't know if everybody really heard it. They said Arthur Blank would give this team anything they want if it's going to help this team get better.
That part.
What you call and say, I can ask Greg Beadle, can we do this? If it's possible, it's going to get done. So, whatever Terry and Raheem need for this team, and if it's in the book, if it works for the books, it's going to happen.
Yep.
So, like Mike said, there's no plan. The plan is there. If the plan's there, it's there. If not, it's not there. But it's going to be in the works. Mm-hmm. They know what they want to do. Mm-hmm. Did you hear that? We've been talking for 10 days straight on Zoom. Man, I ain't seen my wife in 10 days. Mm-hmm. So that's a lot of talking to another man. I ain't, well, that's
yeah, man, skate.
To the left.
But think about this. They've been, like I said, 10 days of talking. And something was discussed. I don't know what part of the team or whatever, so on and so on, but it's been discussed. So whatever's going to happen, the plan is already in motion.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just got to wait and see, man.
See what that plan is. Right.
Yeah. Right.
So,
right.
But I'm gonna make some funny predictions tomorrow. So you check the show out tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about the crazy.
Look, man, we about to wind it down. It's a little bit past an hour, but yeah, make sure you guys check out Coach in the morning on the Bird Feeder. Also, you guys make sure you check out the pregame show for the Super Bowl with the Regulators. You may see some of us on there, but listen, man. We have enjoyed you guys on the ATL Sports in-game Super Show. We had some more stuff going on, but I think we'll save the surprise for later because I know K-Styles was waiting. But, man, before we go, if anybody else got something they want to say before we close out, man, go ahead, and then we can go ahead and wind this down because I'm tired.
Just be patient, people. The shit that you think is gonna happen ain't gonna happen. Okay, you should know this by now. Okay, the Falcons have done little to nothing to satisfy any of our needs. Okay, they've done nothing. I saw that we was gonna draft Drake London, but outside of that. That's probably the only thing that I got right with drafting these guys the last few years.
Don't be surprised if you see another wide receiver.
Coach, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay,
don't be surprised.
We're going to find us a Puka. We're going to find a Puka Nuka, whatever that dude's name is.
You're talking about Puka Nakua. Puka Nakua.
Man, that man, not damn that. His name is. We just gonna call him just Puka.
Puka, that's all I'm saying. Puka.
Just Puka Nuka.
Puka Nuka. That sounds like somebody with some big old stuff.
That's better. That's better than the guy named Noah Kaniga.
Oh, yeah, that's
you talking about the Atlanta Falcons' future middle linebacker?
Oh,
yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Look at that. What the?
Nigga.
Stop.
Noah nigga.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
He always asking me this question. Yeah, fool.
Hey, but look. All you announcers out there on ESPN, y'all better say his first name first. It's gonna be a problem.
That's all you better say. You better say it in the N-word.
Right.
Now they just gonna call him Noah. They not even gonna risk it. Look at Noah with the tackle.
That Noah fella. That Noah fella. Yeah, he's great.
Nigga with a tackle. Whoa, what?
Man,
Why you wrong?
man, that nigga boy is bad.
Nigga with the touchdown.
Nigga just hit him in the back.
Hey, did he go rig up all those niggas out there? It's over there. It's over there.
Boy, those niggas,
Look, man, it's time to go.
look.
It's over there.
Look.
Fired.
Who is it?
Let me see.
What was it? Tony Romo? You are not allowed to say this man's name.
You can't say that.
Exactly.
Nigga wrong.
But I will. But look. But I say that I end up with this. If you go to the community tab on my channel, I'll put an APB out on a book that everybody should be listening to. I know John said he was gonna listen to it.
I'm curious.
John with the mic drop.
he dropped the mic on that one. But
That's the name of it?
No. It's on the community tab on my channel.
John, you got a hood pass, all right? You got a hood pass. So you go.
No, Mike, we're not doing that. You give him a hood.
I'm trying to get John messed up, man. I'm trying to get John messed up.
But Mike, don't do that, man.
Don't do it.
Oh, my Lord. This
No, he is not ready.
Don't do it.
John, John, it'll be okay for you to say I'm sick of that nigga.
Don't. We're not doing that.
Oh, boy.
Hurry up, because it's time to go, man.
Yeah, boy.
All right, but it's a chapter in that book. It's a chapter in that book that is very everybody, and I put Mike on the book too. The chapter is called "Unhappiness is Something You Choose for Your Damn Self."
Uh-huh.
I agree with that.
Uh-huh.
I just emphasize the damn on the part just to make it a little bit fun. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day,
shine on me. I wonder, will the light shine? Shine on me. Shine on me. Oh, we gonna draft a Noah.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
But,
hey, look, man.
but as we going into this year, man, at the end of the day, we always appreciate everybody that always tune in to us. We talking about the real ones. We're not talking about the Noah niggas of the world. We ain't talking about that.
They not loyal.
The run tail. Well, now I told you about the run tail dacks. We like I said, at this point in time,
they got panties on.
Right.
I like I said, I'm not gonna put no energy into them whatsoever.
I like it.
I'm about to block Warren.
But to add on what K Styles is saying, what he meant by, you choose whatever your reality is. You choose what your reality. You choose your reality. Your trauma, your aches, your pains,
is your doing.
Your ills, yeah, they are your reality. All right. Yeah, they are your reality, but you choose to be unhappy or to be a slave of that reality.
Yep.
All right. So whatever happened to you in your childhood, adulthood, that does not define who you are. You define on who you are. So you define whether or not you want to stay angry. You define whether or not you want to move past that and become something greater and live past your ills and past your failures or whatever it may be. But you are not defined by those things. So this is one of the reasons why, we putting those books out. You guys can read it because, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that people did not do. It's people that did not graduate high school. It's people that did not graduate college or even have the opportunity to go to college or go to the NFL or play professional ball. But again, that does not define you. You define who you are.
It's only two paths to every.
I'm getting ready to.
Go ahead.
I'm getting ready to leave you guys with this, and we're gonna get out of here. It's an African proverb. It says, "If there's no enemy within, the enemy without can do us no harm."
Wow. Say that again for the people in the back.
African proverb says, "If there is no enemy within, the enemy without can do us no harm."
Absolutely.
Also quoted by Les Brown, motivational speaker. Listen, man, we thank you guys for tuning in. But all of us here on this panel, all of us here at AFN, we seek the truth, but we also seek to make a difference. We're going to give y'all back y'all evening. ATL Sports Endgame, and we out. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.
Well, what about your enemy?
This is my first time ever telling K Styles I can't stand him.